Alright, here's Sasquatch stuff. It's not the tree structure, but this is what happens in the yard. A lot. Like, at least 3 times a week for years. I got a million pictures, but I can't do the pictures yet, according to YouTube, I guess, until I get so many subscribers. But anyway, there's the footprint. I hope you can see that. I wear a 14D, so you can see that's way bigger. See if I can get them both down. There's my foot, and I hope you can make that out. And I know it's Sasquatch because it's what I do. It's just the way it is. Whether you like it or you don't, it is what it is. Here's the little one. They walk deep, and this is a little print, and I know it's them, and I'll show you how I know. There's my foot. Here, I'll put it even, but I think it's going the other way. But it could be going this way. It's kind of difficult with all the trash in it, but you can see it's not a fresh track because it's got debris in it. That's your tell. Alright, and here's how I know it's a track. Because this has meaning. This is not just sticks laying there. Once you learn this, it'll help you. It'll help you learn. If you want to learn, you have to do it without the camera, I'm telling you. They hate this. And the reason why some people have gotten pictures of them is for a specific reason. And if y'all would see, I don't know how to, I can't tell it, because then a researcher will say, oh, guess what I figured out? That ain't gonna happen. They're so full of crap, I can't take that. Putting out pheromone chips for an ape, which they think is what Sasquatch is. That's crazy. Just imagine, they put out a pheromone chip and they believe the Sasquatch is gonna come out of wherever he's at. I want to show you this debris field real quick while I'm talking crap on these people. But just imagine, people are, most people don't know this. This is true, but you can learn. I don't care what they say. You can learn. I'm telling you. These are big pieces too. I mean, this is not like little pieces. There's my foot again. So anyway, I want to show you this, and now I'm going to get to a point here. But anyway, just imagine, they think if they put out a pheromone chip, that a Sasquatch's going to come out and go, huh? What? A female? Come on. I don't even know what to say about that. I think I pretty much said it. All right, well, anyway, the reason I know this Sasquatch is because this also has a meaning. I'll show it to you. There's my foot again. Just so you can see. Somebody just called me a hunky. All right, so anyway, this is the tree. This is the, you can see the debris. I mean, I'm trying to go slow, but it's hard for me to go slow because I know what I'm doing, and it's just difficult. I've seen it a million times, so. All right, so I'll try to go slow. I keep rushing through this stuff. I'll get better with the camera. I'm not good with this. I'm not used to using a camera. I've been doing it forever without one. Except for if I'm taking a picture. I don't use video. But I mean, I wouldn't take a picture of them. They don't like that. It's just not going to happen. Because you got to go with respect if you want to learn. This is what they do in this tree. Now, most of y'all know your trees, and you know that this. Here, let me get closer. Don't belong. I've done this video like 5 times and didn't like what I said, so we're doing it again. So this is what they do in the tree. This is the little ones. And there's a fence here that it's over, it's like 3 acres, I think. It's a 5-foot fence with a gate. Like, there's no way in unless you go over the gate or go over the fence or over the gate. Here's the more debris, just so y'all can see what they do versus the other tree I'm going to show you. So that's a big stick, right? I mean, that's not just, and obviously a lot of these sticks don't belong to this tree. Okay? There's my dogs. Alright, so the dogs get put up at night. So the yard is completely enclosed And nobody's out here at night. It's so dark out here. We put lights on the trees, but that tree I just showed y'all with the light on it like this keeps getting messed up. I wonder why. But anyway, it's pitch black out here. You can't see anything. But here's one of the things they did in this tree. Now let me show you the ground first. See, this is different because this is little twigs, right? Let me put my foot up. These are little twigs. This ain't a bark ripped off and all the stuff that they do, right? And there's a reason they do it. It's not like they don't do anything for no reason. And here is a seat, or what I'm calling a seat, because that's what it is. Okay, I think I've showed this on another video, but look, I'm going to try to show it better. Just imagine that this broke and landed between three branches to set perfectly there, right? And then the other end, and it has a little curve on it, as you can see. And the other end landed perfectly. You go around. Landed perfectly there. Now that's kind of unbelievable, ain't it? It is unbelievable because that's not what happened. That's what they do. It's not new. I mean, it is what it is, right? And I'll show you it from far away. And by the way, I hear people say sometimes on these videos that I hear cars going by. You can't be around. Really? Anyway, you can't be around Sasquatch here if there's streets. That's dumb. They don't care. They aren't. Listen, you got to quit thinking. If you want to learn, you got to quit thinking of Sasquatch as people, as apes, and as us. They're not us. They don't do things that we would do. When you say, well, this is what I would do, okay, get that out of your head. That doesn't matter. That's not what they do. If they did that, you'd have caught them. And they don't hide. That's stupid. They're giants. Why would they hide? That means they're scared of it. I mean, that's just, they could pop your head like a pimple if they wanted to, but they wouldn't do that. Dogman's a different story. And you can kind of see other tracks, but they're not good like that other one. So anyway, there's also a chicken back here that got killed by the dogs, you know, like they play with their toys, and they killed the chicken, okay? So it was on the other side of the fence, and it got taken. The whole chicken got taken. Nothing was left, right? Except for one entire wing with the feather was pulled off the chicken and left on the fence. And they took the entire chicken, and then they intertwined this giant branch. I'm going to show you. But I mean, my son cut the branch. He didn't know. But it's still there, so at least I can show you how big it is. You can't see it intertwined, obviously. And they brought back some feathers. So I got pictures of it before when they took it, and these feathers are not here. I got 1 million pictures. I mean, but you can't put them up unless you get so many subscribers or likes or something. And even though this looks like, you know, nothing, it has meaning. I'm telling you, you can learn. It takes a long time unless somebody helps you, but you can learn. So anyway, this giant branch was intertwined in the fence. Here's where the chicken was, and none of these feathers were here, by the way. And the wing, that might even, no, that's not the wing. I didn't touch the wing because there's a feather. Look at that, sticking right in the ground. There's 2 feathers in the ground. Now, isn't that interesting? Now, I don't think the chicken did it. So, I'm just saying. Researcher might tell you the chicken did it. Well, that's what chickens do. They take out the feathers and they stick them in the ground. Come on, man. I mean, I sound like I'm irritated at the researchers, and I am, because they call themselves researchers. They should call themselves, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't care to learn, so I'll just make it up. All right, so let me show you where this fell. All right, so if you look up in this tree, they came out of the tree, by the way, to get the chicken. All right, so this branch, let me see if I can get it. Dang it, I suck at this. All right, there you go. That one's broke where they came down, but they were up here higher. They were up here. So that's where the big branch came from. They ripped this side down, or broke it, I guess, because they don't rip it down. And then this side they broke off, and they wound it in the tree. I mean, in the fence. And they broke this on the way down. And then they came down this tree and they grabbed a chicken. That's just the way it is, man. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Sasquatch come out the tree to get a chicken. But I'm telling you right now, I mean, I don't even know. I don't even have to say anything. I hope y'all can figure out who did that. I didn't even notice that earlier when I was going to come out here and do the chicken story. I mean, listen, I'm just going to tell y'all the way it is. No matter what it sounds like, I don't care. It is what it is. Believe it, don't believe it, it's up to you. I don't care. It happens, so it is what it is. Let me show y'all where they come in at. I'll explain more as I go, but listen, there's certain things you just can't say if you want to learn. Because here's something else they did. It's just a little thing, but this is just the detail that this is how I was able to learn. So do you see how this is broke? It's just a little, fine, but look how it's wrapped around that thing. And it's broke. This is just a little doodle that they do. They come out here in the yard at night. They have the whole yard to themselves. And they just mess around. They just do. They leave things. They like, for instance, my dogs have that rope toy where, they're big dogs. Like one's a part German Shepherd, the other one's Retriever. Is that right? Yeah. Anyway, so they have this rope toy, and I'm sure y'all know what it is. It's really thick, really hard. There's no way you can get the knot out of the rope toy. So the little ones pulled the knot out of the rope toy and threw it on the electric line. Now, I'm pretty sure my dogs didn't do that. And I definitely didn't do it. I mean, a human can't get that knot out. The dogs can't get the knot out. So, y'all just got to think about what you know is fact versus what I'm saying. And I also left this up because this is the way they come in. So I stood that up. Obviously, it's not up. Not for any reason, but they know that I know, obviously. And this is the other part of it. So it was one piece, obviously. They knocked it over, or they stomped on it, I guess, or kicked it, or whatever. I want to show you where they come in. Now, at first, when I noticed they were coming in, I knew they were coming in from back here. I could follow I just know. I can't tell you exactly how I know. Maybe one day. All right, so they broke this fence. Obviously, we had to tie it and do everything else because it's been broke several times. Look, here's the hinges. They broke it. And this is where they come in. There's our tomato from the garden. Tomato fence, or gate, or whatever you call it. Where the tomato vines grow up it. Man, my camera's not good. Can you even see that? See if I can get in closer. Anyway, it's a wire fence that, vines can grow on. Anyway, that round part, right there. That's the tomato fence that came from the garden. It's about 150 feet away. Over a fence. Here's one of the rocks I left for them. They didn't care for that one. I started thinking, what if they bit it? But they know better than that. Alright, so anyway, so this right here was in the fence. See the bark's missing? When this was in the fence, it was perfect. Like it was just a branch, and they pulled it through the fence, and the little ones used it to step up to get over the fence. Yeah, I know what it sounds like, but it is what it is. Alright, this is now I've left some apples. They've taken some, they bit some, and left them. The little ones did. The teeth are bigger than my teeth. I mean, listen, you've been doing it for as long as I have. You know what it ain't and what it is. So y'all just gonna have to trust some things. Anyway, when they're climbing over, they broke that branch, which goes right here. And so we have this guide wire. I don't know if you can see it. But see how it's been worn on? And it's way up here. I mean, it's up here from them coming over. Man, if you only knew. But what you should know for sure, and they take this, and I'll show you the path they walk. I'll go ahead and walk it. So they come in over that. They're bigger now. Well, there's other little ones that come now. So anyway, and they take these railroad ties. And they step on the railroad ties to keep the tracks being hidden. And then they have to step off at some point. Now, one time, not too long ago, I got pictures of, listen, I documented everything. I hung a branch right here, just an odd branch, and they pulled it down. And then down here, I stacked my rocks, and they unstacked it. Of course, I got that. I was just, I usually find their prints down here. But I mean, it depends on. They broke the chicken coop climbing on it. I mean, this window they broke. I mean, not on purpose, obviously. But I got thousands of pictures that when I started documenting it, which was, I don't know, since I came face to face with that stupid Dogman. So anyway, probably 5 years ago, I got a ton of pictures. And there is a giant tree structure down, but you can't get to it. I mean, I guess I could film it from far away. I hate to even go in their area with this camera. They just don't like that. But I don't think they care, as long as they ain't around. You'll know if they're around. Believe me. And I want y'all to see this Dogman area from the fence. That's why I'm walking and talking. Just so y'all understand what I know. I mean, you ain't gotta believe in Dogman. Just know that something huge comes out of these woods. That's all. Just go with that if you don't believe what I'm saying. Alright, so here's the fence. And there's that hole that I've showed you 1,000 times. Do you see the difference in that hole and the rest of it? That's where the barbed wire fence is pushed down. Obviously, something stepped